Today we're going to learn about adding money. When we are learning about money because we often use money in everyday life, especially when we get older. We see our parents at the grocery store using money to buy food. We also see money on our birthday if we get a gift from grandma of money in our birthday card. So today we're going to learn how to add that money together to see how much money we have all together. Now we already learned how to add two numbers together such as 14 plus 7. Today we're going to learn how to use dollar signs and cent signs when adding money. First, let's go over the value of each coin. Which coin equals 1 cent? The penny, that's correct. Alright, and which coin equals 5 cents? Good job, a nickel. And which coin equals 10 cents? Awesome, a dime. And last, which coin equals 25 cents? Good job, a quarter. Alright, now that we went over the values of each coin, we're going to listen to a song that's about money. And while we listen to the song, I'm going to pass out some play money for each of you whenever we go over our problems to practice to help you add up the totals of each word problem. Now that the song's over and I passed out the play money, we're going to go over our first problem. If Tom has 5 nickels, 3 dimes, and 0 pennies, how much money does he have? So first we need to figure out how much is 5 nickels. Now an easy way to count, we learned how to count by 5s previously, so an easy way to count by 5s, since a nickel equals 5 cents, is to count by 5s. So since we have 5 nickels, we need to count 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That gives us 25 cents in nickels. So let's write it down. We have 25 cents in nickels. Now, on this 25, do we use the dollar sign or the cent sign? Of course, the cent sign, because we have 25 cents. Next, we have 3 dimes. Now, dimes equal 10 cents. So an easy way to count dimes would be counting by tens. 10, 20, 30. So we have 30 cents in dimes, which we'll also use the cent sign for that. And we have 0 pennies. So we can write 0 cents if we want to include the pennies. Then we're going to add it up, just like adding two numbers together like we learned previously. So 25 cents plus 30 cents, we want to go through and work our problem. 5 plus 0 is 5, and 2 plus 3 is 5. Did I add wrong? Alright, so we have 55 cents. Okay, and our next problem we're going to work on is if we have 3 dimes, 2 nickels, and 1 penny, how much money do we have? So first we want to do 3 dimes. And like I said previously, how do we find out 3 dimes? Good job, we can count by tens. 30 cents. Now, there's 2 ways we can write 30 cents. Previously we wrote it using the cent sign, but we can also write it using the dollar sign. For example, we can write a dollar sign, 0.30, which equals 30 cents. Now, whenever we use the cent sign, we can only use it for numbers that have a total of less than 100, because once we reach 100, it equals $1. So we would put a 1 instead of a 0 in the tens place, or in the ones place. Next, we have 2 nickels, and we're going to write it in the same way. 2 nickels equals 10 cents, so we'll write 10 cents. And lastly, we have 1 penny, and how much does 1 penny equal? That's correct, 1 cent. Alright, now we're going to total it together. Now, when we use our decimal points when we're adding, we want to first remember to carry the decimal point down. We can also carry our money sign down, so we don't forget it either. Now we can add our problem. 0 plus 1 equals 1. 3 plus 1 plus 0 equals, great job, 4. And 0 plus 0 equals 0. So we have 41 cents. Now on to our third problem. If Brenda has $1, 2 nickels, or $1, 2 quarters, and 3 nickels, how much money does she have? First we have $1. We write that with the dollar sign. Second we have 2 quarters. How much does 2 quarters equal? Great job, 50 cents. And since we have $1, we want to continue writing the cents just like we did in the last problem. We don't want to use the cents sign because we already have $1 and we're already using the dollar sign, so we want to match them up so that everything lines up together. So we'll write the 50 cents just like we wrote the dollar. And lastly, 3 dimes. So 3 dimes equals 30 cents. Good job. Now we can line it all up and add, and just like I said before, we can bring down our decimal point and add it together. 0, 0, and 0 equals 0. 0 plus 5 plus 3 equals 8. And 1 plus 0 plus 0, good job, equals 1. And then we carry down our dollar sign also. So how much money do we have? Great job, $1.80. Alright, next we're going to do a fun activity. And first we're going to do a demonstration on the board. And then we're going to do, I'll pass out the material so you all can do it on your own. What we're going to do is we each have an ice cream cone. I'm going to pass out a paper that has your cone and your total line already on it. So what we're going to do is I'll pass out scoops of ice cream, and you choose 5 scoops, and we're going to glue our scoops onto our ice cream cone and then add the total number amount on each scoop to figure out how much our ice cream cone cost. So first, I'm going to put my scoops up on the board. And you guys will be able to glue your scoops onto your papers. Okay, so first we want to find how much money we have to make it in our equation. First we have $1, so we're going to write $1. Then we have 5 cents, so we're going to write 5 cents. Then there's, on the top of our cone, we have 10 cents. And you guys will each be able to practice this on your own whenever I pass this out. Next is 25 cents and 1 cent. Then we're going to add all this total together and get our total cost of our ice cream cone, which we will put down here in the bottom right corner. In our first column, we have 0 plus 5 plus 0 plus 5 plus 1. So first we want to add 5 plus 5, which equals, good job, 10. And 10 plus 1 equals, great, 11. So we're going to put a 1 down here, and just like when we added other numbers, we're going to put a 1, carry our 1 up here. Can't forget to drop down our decimal either, and our money sign. Then we're going to add the second column. 1 plus 0 plus 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 0. So 1 plus 1, great job, 2, and 2 plus 2, of course, 4. Then, since we didn't get over 10, we don't have anything to carry, so then we add 1 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0, and our total is 1. So we get the number $1.41. So we will write our total of our, it says my ice cream cone cost, great job, $1.41. Now, to finish out our lesson, we're going to do one more difficult question. This one's a little harder than our practice 3, so make sure you pay close attention and use your fake money to count out in case you have trouble adding this much together. You can also use your fake money whenever you add up your ice cream cone, since you're using 5 different numbers. If it helps you to see your quarter, your nickel, and your penny when you're adding, it can help you get your correct total. So in this question, if Connor has $3, 3 quarters, and 3 nickels, could he buy a toy that costs $3.85? So first we have $3, and we want to write this out so that we can see how much we have too. $3. 3/4. How much does 3/4 equal? Good job, 75 cents. Okay, and he also has 3 nickels. 3 nickels equals 15 cents. So, first, what do we want to do? Good job, bring down our decimal point. Then what will we do next? Good job, bring down our dollar sign. So then we want to add from right to left. 5 plus 5 is, good job, 10. Again, we want to carry our 1 and add 7 plus 1 plus 1. 7 plus 1 is 8, and 8 plus 1 is 9. Then we want to add 3 plus 0 plus 0. So we would get 3. So the total that Connor has is $3.90. But this question has a second part. If Connor has $3.90, could he buy a toy that costs $3.85? Good job. Yes, he can. And why can he buy that toy? Good job, because $3.90 is 5 cents more than $3.85. Okay. Next, I'm going to pass out a homework sheet for you all to work on. And in this homework sheet, we're going to add these coins up to equal a helmet, find out how much the cheeseburger costs, the hat, and the French fry. And what you can do, since we have 15 minutes left of class, you guys can work in groups of 2. If you have any questions, you can raise your hand and I'll come around to answer them. And whatever you don't finish as a group in the last 15 minutes, you can take home for homework and turn it in tomorrow. So just a last little note, today we learned about adding money together, and tomorrow we're going to learn about subtracting money. When we subtract money, what we do is, for instance, when your parents go to the grocery store and buy food, say they have $20 to spend on food. Well, after they buy their food, the subtraction would be how much money they have left. Just like if you got money in your birthday card, you would find out how much money you had by adding it. Then you would buy your favorite toy, and you would subtract how much money you had by how much money your favorite toy was to get how much money you had left to see if you could buy another favorite toy. Alright, so now I'm going to pass out the homework sheet, and if you have any questions, please raise your hand.